All right, thank you so much for your patience, folks. We're going to get going, and let's turn it over to Dr. Judith McLaren.
Hi, Mr. Malloy. Hello, everyone. I just want to say thank you all for taking time out. Wasn't today a beautiful day? And it still is. So you're still going to have some time to get some fresh air after this. But we want to focus right now on the future. I know many of you are aware of the number of excitement, the things that's happening around America and around the world. A lot of people are stressed out because they don't know what tomorrow is going to bring for them. They don't know if they're going to return to their jobs. You know, I was speaking to someone today, and you know, I was being told how this person got this great package because his employer, they released him and they gave him a package that could last for about 4 months. So my response was, so after the 4 months, what is he going to do? I hope he will know how to wisely use that money. Because when people get a lot of money, if they don't have a plan, if their mind is not in the right place, then they can blow that. And then there'll be someone who you give that to them, and they could change their entire generation. Now, another thing that I want to bring to light is the uncertainty, and also the fact that, of course, because of what is happening in the country, many persons are getting stimulus. And what really bugs me is that I was listening to some rhetorics. Some folks who are really, really rich are very upset that the working class, some of the working class, will be collecting $600 a week on top of, or in addition to, their money that they collected for unemployment. And according to their argument or their reasoning is that these people shouldn't be getting so much because, of course, they probably were earning far less. Now, if you are listening to that conversation, you're going to say, so money is too good for us. We are the ones who make you rich. We are the ones who are the biggest spenders. We are the ones who you consider essential services, yet we are essential, but you don't think that we deserve to get, you know, a better life. I am emphasizing this because I just want to get your minds thinking, because there is this mentality that as long as I have a job, I am okay. And there's also this thing, you know, we do some insurance and so forth, and IUL and all that stuff, but there's some folks who the first thing they'll say that I've been with my company for a long time and they give me insurance. No, my first comeback would always be, but what happens when you leave? Are you still going to have that insurance? That is telling me that those individuals, their whole livelihood, their future is determined by the action of others. What someone will do to determine the outcome for my future. What about we develop the mindset that my future is my responsibility. My future is in my hands. I determine what my future brings me. I determine what my income will be. The power is mine. When we start giving our power to others, it brings uncertainty. We do not really get good sleep because, you know, we don't know if our boss is going to let us go. And besides, frankly speaking, you can't have a really comfortable retirement. I remember growing up, from I was a young girl, and I used to see the senior citizens, or even folks in their 40s, they are wearing socks with slippers. And when I come to America, I mean, it was more, in the islands, they would wear it because, you know, I mean, it's comfortable, walking around the yard and so forth, and you don't want the dirt on your feet and so on. But when I came to America and I see people going to the store in socks and slippers, my first thing is, oh my gosh, they must be very poor. There's no way I am going to get to the age of 60 or 65 and wear socks and slippers. To me, that is ridiculous. It shows a sign, it shows that you are not prepared, that you are in the poverty level, the line of poverty. Now, this opportunity, the reason why we're on this call is something that I want all of you that are presently listening, I would like you all to have an open mind and just think about where you want to be in the next 10 years. We have to have a goal, and it cannot be just short term. Yes, you can do short term goals in order to get to the later goal, but we have to start somewhere. Now, when I heard about this opportunity, actually, I didn't hear about it until after I got in it. I know about the company many, many years ago when it had another name, but I had never been in it. But however, my husband enrolled me in this one and then told me about it afterwards. And I didn't argue, I didn't complain, you know, because I have an enterprise in mind. Like Les Brown said, I went to one of his seminars about 17 years ago. And it was at the Unity Church in Brooklyn. And I remember he said, for your future to be bright, for you to be a true entrepreneur, for you to really experience success, for you to be your own boss, for you to drive your own car as far as your own future possibilities, you have to jump. And when you jump, don't think, just jump, and trust me, you will grow wings on your way there, down. That's what enterprising is. You take risk and you trust. Many of us pray that God will give us an opportunity. He will, you know, make us so prosperous. We pray all the time, God bless me, God bless me. You know what I mean? Open doors of opportunity. And sometimes the doors open and we don't even see it. We walk by it. No, I'm saying that right now, this situation is an open door. And there's no such thing as an opportunity is too much. One more is too much. There's no way. There's no such thing as one is too much. An additional one is too much. Especially one that is going to give you the opportunity to have a future continuous line of income. So a company that is very reputable, a company that is, you know, like a massive, breeder of possibilities. So I'm saying a lot today, but I'm saying all of that because I want to say welcome. You're all going to hear something awesome. I am totally for this. I believe in enterprise. I believe in independence. I believe in self-advocacy. I believe in us taking back our power. You know, we are consumers. Now we need to be owners. And this is a great opportunity, and it's not difficult. When you want something in life, you have to put some effort into it. So without further ado, I chat too much, but I am motivated to talk a lot tonight. So I would like to introduce Mr. Malloy, and of course, there's also on the line Ms. Yusuf and Mr. Walker. They will be speaking to you tonight. Most of all, Mr. Malloy will be taking over the reign as soon as I shut up. He'll be continuing, and he will tell you all about this exciting opportunity. And of course, Mr. Malloy is in the $1 million, they call it group or the club of the company. He has earned his way there, and he is in that ballpark, that income range. So he is more than qualified to talk with us because he has been where we were. So we want to say, Mr. Malloy, thank you so much, and please take it away.
Thank you so much, Dr. McLaren. I certainly appreciate you and loved everything that you said because you hit the mark and you met us where we are today with everything that's going on right now. So we appreciate your sincerity and all that you do and all that you are for all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Cliff Malloy. I'd like to thank you all for being here and taking a little bit of time out of your busy Sunday evening to join us tonight. Over the next few minutes, I want to share with you an opportunity to find out about 2 services and 1 opportunity. Now, the opportunity is to help us get the word out about the 2 services. And I'll just say right up front, if the services make sense to you, you'll see how we can make dollars for you. And the reason why we have such a huge opportunity right now, and you'll understand when I share with you the services that people need to know about, two of them. People need to know about these services because they affect people. We're going through some things right now, and people need to know that this is available. And the reason why we're here and the reason why there's an opportunity to make money with it is because this company, the organization behind it, does not advertise in the traditional way. We don't advertise in the radio, newspaper, or TV. The most effective way to bring products and services to the marketplace today in this oversensitive world of internet and different mass communication of waves is by word of mouth. From one person who gets excited about it, sharing it with the people in their sphere of influence. So we're going to speak to that. But at the foundation of this, what I'm about to share with you, is the fact that there's an unlimited number of folks right now looking for a legitimate opportunity to make some extra money. That's the bottom line. And it's always been that way. It'll always be that way. It seems like it's a little greater emphasized now because of this COVID situation with the virus. And as a result, the country shut down. Local governments, state governments, national governments have closed. And as a result of that, many businesses and small businesses that employ thousands and millions of people have closed their doors. Now, we're coming out of it in stages right now. We know that. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's really close. Unfortunately, for a lot of us, for a lot of individuals, these companies have realized that they can actually continue to do business in some cases without the humans. And so, it's leaving some folks, off to the side. We have an opportunity for them too. I want you to know that the opportunity that I'm going to share with you, the foundation is in the technology that we're all seeing growing right now. There's 5 business models that you're going to see popping up on your screen right now. We're all very familiar with them. They have 2 things in common. Number one, they're all mobile apps, and they've all just been introduced in the last 12 to 15 years because there were no mobile apps before 12 years ago. In 2008, Apple created the iPhone, and it was the first device to be able to have programmable mobile applications, or what we today refer to as mobile apps. Since then, these companies have sprouted out or have taken on that technology and have grown tremendously. That's the first thing they have in common. The second thing they have in common is that they all have created multi-millionaires and billionaires who position themselves early in these technologies. Now, the fact is this, and the reason why we're here, we're so excited. All of these companies have not created anything new. None of them have created anything new. They've all taken products and services that we were already familiar with, and they simply changed the way we have access to the same services. They didn't create anything new, and they've created millions of dollars. Uber didn't invent the taxi, we know that, but they created a new way to get access to the taxi. Netflix didn't invent movies or in-home entertainment. They found a new way to give people access to entertainment and created a billion-dollar business model. Airbnb created a billion-dollar business model, giving people access to overnight accommodations. Spotify did it for music, and Amazon is doing it for retail services. So if we want to create a big opportunity, we're not going to create it with any of these. The opportunity is gone to basically get the word out. Everybody knows about these right now. What's something that everybody already knows about that we can create a new method to give people access to? The legal services industry. Ladies and gentlemen, the legal services industry is massive. Over $630 billion spent on having access to a lawyer. And the fact is, every single one of us know the value of having access to a lawyer, but few of us are willing to spend $300, $400, and $500 an hour for an attorney. However, that's the very reason why we think that attorneys are only for situations that are bad situations, because those are the only ones that we're willing to spend that kind of money for, right? To keep our freedom or our driver's license. The fact is, ladies and gentlemen, there's many situations where we could use lawyers right now if it was more affordable. And that's exactly what this company, Legal Shield, is doing. As a matter of fact, this company has created a mobile app 6 years ago that is changing forever the way we have access to attorneys. They're doing for lawyers and legal services what Uber did for the taxi, what Netflix did for in-home entertainment. And they're doing for us what a lot of our jobs are not able to do, and that's create a second source of income without having to have the second job that normally is attributed with going along with it. So let me share with you very quickly what the app does and how it works. And if it makes sense to you, I'm going to show you how it can make dollars for you. I mean, I'm talking like right now, this weekend, how we can generate additional funds for ourselves. Well, first of all, when you tap the app, and we all know how to tap apps on our phone, you're going to have immediate access to an attorney. You're going to basically be able to go through a CSR, a customer service representative. You'll tell them what the situation is, and then they'll have an attorney call you back within hours and sometimes minutes. And then you have access to them for unlimited number of situations. So how many of us have ever felt like we were treated unfairly by an individual or an organization? Or maybe you're on the phone or in the business and you feel like they're not giving you the level of service that you expect. Certainly, you thought it would be better before you spent the money. Once you spent the money, you're not getting your level of satisfaction. Well, how many of us have ever said, look, if you don't fix the situation, you're going to hear from my lawyer. You said it on the phone or you're there at the business. And after that, you walked out of that business or you hung up the phone and realized that I don't have a lawyer. Well, if you have Legal Shield, you do have access to a lawyer. And you can find out what your rights are in that given situation. And if they feel it's necessary, the law firm will make a phone call to resolve your situation. That's right. They'll make phone calls on your behalf to those individuals that you said you would hear from my attorney. And guess what? A couple of days later, they get a call from your attorney. If the attorney feels it's necessary, they'll even write a letter on your behalf. Would you agree that a letter from your law firm on their stationery would carry more weight than our loose leaf? No doubt about it. They're also going to prepare, review documents for us. Before we sign anything, we know it's a good idea to have a lawyer review documents. But really, who's doing that? Who's spending that kind of money to do that, right? Not the average person, for sure. But think about this for a minute. If someone's giving you a contract to sign, no matter how big or how small that contract is, they want you to put your signature on there and bind yourself to that agreement. They probably had a lawyer prepare that document to protect them, but who's looking out for us? That's why it's so important to have a lawyer review documents. See, with your cell phone, you can take a picture of the document, you can scan the document in, send it to your law firm, and they'll make sure that everything is copacetic for you. How about having access to a lawyer for IRS audit legal situations? See, if you're questioned by the IRS or audited by the IRS, and look, most folks don't worry about that because most folks, they don't have a business of their own. But the fact is, most folks would love to have their own business. Most people would love to go from a situation where they're not making as much as they want to make to making more than they thought they could make, right? I wish that for everyone on this line. For you, I wish greater abundance in the next 2 to 3 to 5 years. And I promise you, if you join us and lock arms with us over the next 2 to 3 years, you can find that greater abundance. But it could also come with questions from the IRS. I'm just saying, but you will have access. That is powerful. We also give our members access to attorneys if the member or the member's spouse are named as a defendant or a respondent in a civil suit. So if someone files a small claims court of filing against you or a civil suit against you, I mean, listen, why do these things happen? Well, listen, I live in the Northeast, I live in New York, and if it snows, right, don't expect that to happen right now, but when it gets back to the winter, if it snows and if I don't get out and shovel my ice or snow fast enough, someone slips on my property, oh yes, I'm open for a lawsuit, no doubt about it. And guess what? They may do that. That we live in a very litigious society. If I have an animal, if you have pets, and your dog gets out and bites somebody, these things happen. If your dog gets out and bites another dog, people will sue you. You need to have access to attorneys to protect you in situations like that. And that's exactly what we have available to our members. We also make available to our members emergency services. This is powerful. Right on your app, the Legal Shield app, there's a red button. As you press it, that will give you 24-hour access to an attorney just in case of emergencies. Listen, stuff happens, and most stuff happens after hours. If you have a medical emergency, you have access to medical facilities all throughout the United States called the emergency room, 24 hours a day. If you have a legal emergency for you, your spouse, your children, guess what? You also have access to facilities 24 hours a day throughout the United States. Now, those facilities, we call those jail. Now, I joke about this, but the fact is, Legal Shield wasn't designed for people with a criminal mindset. It was designed for good people that might find themselves in a challenging situation at the worst possible time. I mean, think about it. you know, there's mistaken identity situations going on. There's identity theft that's happening. You could be pulled over for a routine traffic stop, and someone might have stolen your identity that you're not aware of in another state. And there could be infractions on your driver's license. So situations that are thought of to be you, but are not you. That's a situation where you need to have a lawyer, and maybe right away. There could be situations where people make allegations, unfounded and anonymous allegations on you and your children, and then Child Protective Services comes to threaten to remove children from the home. That's a situation where you need to have access to an attorney. You could be questioned or detained by law enforcement for no common sense reason. I think I need to speak to a lawyer. See, the fact is, the United States Constitution guarantees us access to an attorney. That's in the Constitution. But if you don't know an attorney, or if you can't get one on the phone 24 hours a day, then what good is it having the right if you can't exercise it? Legal Shield gives you the ability to exercise that. And we're the only company, the only one in North America that makes access to an attorney a right and gives you actual access 24 hours a day. What about traffic tickets? Have you or any of the members of your family ever received a moving traffic violation? Sure, it happens. Well, if you're a member of Legal Shield, you just take the ticket gracefully. Thank you, officer. Take a picture of it with your phone, send that image to your law firm through the app, and within 4 business hours, the law firm will contact you to make arrangements to represent you in that ticket. Is that powerful? And it's just a $25 copay in New York, and it's included with the membership in every other state. That is pretty exciting, guys. And also, if you're driving in another part of the country, if you live in one state and drive in another state, if you get a ticket there, sometimes we just, we're not motivated to go back there. We'll just pay the ticket. But that can increase points in our license, which can mess up our driving record and increase our insurance. If you're a member of Legal Shield, if you get a ticket in another state, just take a picture of the ticket, send it to your law firm. Your law firm will make arrangements for a law firm in that city, that town, that state to go to court for you without you having to go back. You see, if you're a member of Legal Shield in any state, you have access to Legal Shield attorneys in every state. That is absolutely powerful. Now let me speak to wills. I think every single one of us on this Zoom meeting tonight, we know the value of having a last will and testament. I mean, look, we know, but the fact is that 7 out of 10 Americans don't have a will. And there's a couple of reasons for it. Number one, nobody likes to think about death. I mean, why, right? But there's some things you need to focus on just for a little while to fix the potentialities, because the fact is we're not going to get out of this alive. The main reason why most people don't have a will is because they are expensive. To have an attorney prepare a standard or even a comprehensive will for the member and the member's spouse can range anywhere from $1,500 or more per person. So that's very expensive. Well, Legal Shield will prepare a standard or a comprehensive will for the member and their spouse, which will include the will, the living will, the healthcare power of attorney, and the financial power of attorney for free. It's included with the membership. We will prepare all 4 of these documents included with the membership. Complimentary, free, gratis, any way you like to say it, it's yours. And then every single year you remain a member, you can have access to the service to update your will included with the membership. It's free. Absolutely powerful. I think everyone needs to get access to that. Ladies and gentlemen, anything that any of our members would ever need access to a lawyer for, if it's not covered in what I already spoke to in the monthly membership fee, our members will get 25% off the standard hourly rate of a lawyer. The bottom line is, in many situations, if you need to have a lawyer involved to make the situation better, you should have one. Money should not be the reason why you don't have access to an attorney. So we'll basically give you a 25% discount. Pre-existing situations, bankruptcies, contested divorce, contested adoption, DUI, criminal defense, even real estate transactions or immigration issues. Always a good idea to have an attorney available in those situations. And saving money is as good as making money. Who's covered by the Legal Shield membership? The member is covered. The member's spouse is covered. Even if you're living in a home and you're not yet legally married, you're both covered. The significant other will be covered. All of the children living in the home are covered up to age 23, even if they're away at school, covered up to age 23. Any child who the member is the legal guardian of, those children are covered up to age 18. And any child who's physically or mentally challenged, God bless them, they are covered for the life that they're living in the home, the entire family. So quite frankly, if you needed to have access to an attorney for you and your family, which would you prefer? To spend $350 or more per hour? I'm sure you'd agree, folks, This is the very reason most people don't use attorneys. I mean, think about it like this. If a person or a family had to go to work for a whole week to afford 1 hour of a lawyer, that's the very reason why people think of lawyers in a negative way. But Legal Shield gives the member's spouse, and all of the children access to not only a law firm, but a network of law firms throughout the United States for just as little as $24 a month in New York, and other states just $24.95. Absolutely powerful. Now I need to talk about one more thing, identity theft. We're all familiar with it. We all know what identity theft is, and we know the challenges of identity theft. Some of you might have even already been a victim of identity theft, or even more scary, you are a victim of identity theft and you don't know yet. There's a lot of folks out here that fit that particular statistic. The fact is that identity theft is much bigger than credit. Not most, but a lot of people think that their identity is just their credit. No, it's bigger than that. It's tax returns, medical claims, Social Security for employment, driver's license, criminal and character identity theft. Credit is only 17%. All these other areas make up over 80% of identity theft. So Legal Shield has teamed up with licensed private investigators to create the most comprehensive identity theft solution, as well as privacy and reputation management systems available before, during, and after the occurrence of identity theft. And it's called ID Shield. You see, what we're going to do, the first thing is we're going to monitor and give you alerts in every area that is your identity, for you, your spouse, and up to 10 children up to the age of 18 years old. That's right. We're going to regularly monitor on a regular basis. I'm talking 24/7, like 7-Eleven. We're going to monitor all of your information and all of your databases. So if we find your information that has been changed anywhere, or if we find your information being traded online on the dark side of the internet, or if derogatory notations are changed, addresses are changed, if someone opens a profile on any social media that you're using, as long as you let us know what you're using, and anyone tries to open up profiles on any social media or dating sites with your pictures unbeknownst to you, we're going to make you aware of it so that you can say, hey, that was me, no problem, or hey, that's not me, now we have a problem. If we find that there's a breach in any of your information for you, your children, or your spouse, our licensed private investigators will kick in and do comprehensive restoration for you so that you can have the peace of mind and know that the professionals are taking care of this for you. We'll do whatever it takes for as long as it takes to restore your identity to pre-theft status. That is powerful and it's highly effective. Who's covered by the ID Shield program? Well, we have an individual plan. So if someone is not married or doesn't have a spouse living with them or doesn't have children, they shouldn't have to pay the full service. They're going to get a reduced rate. But we also have a family plan that covers the member, the spouse, and up to 10 dependent children up to the age of 18 years old. What does it cost? It's $48.95 a month for both the Legal Shield and the ID Shield family plan for the entire family. If you're a single person without a spouse or children, it drops down to $33.95 just for you. Now, I've had people say to me, why is it so much? And I say, so much compared to what? Compared to having a breach, an identity theft breach? I mean, what if someone gets access to your identity? You don't even know where it happened, how it happened, where they got the information. You don't know how deep it goes, not to mention the cost. I mean, if they get access to your information and your accounts, that's taking money out directly. But if someone engages in identity theft as you and purchase products, goods, and services, you're not even considered the victim. The companies that they purchase products from in your name, those are considered the victim. You see, identity theft is quite different than any other kind of crime. In identity theft, you are thought of as the guilty party until you prove yourself innocent. And how do you prove yourself innocent when you don't even know how it happened? That's why you need professionals to step in. This is not a game. This is very serious. And only those who've ever been a victim or know someone who has been a victim understands the depth of this challenge. Don't be that person. That's what I got to say there. Now, when it comes to having access to a lawyer, listen, you can have the ID Shield and Legal Shield program at $48.95 a month for a whole year and still not come up to the cost of what a lawyer would charge for 1 or 2 hours. Talk about value. Get the will done. Just go see how much your will will cost to get done, and you'll come running back and become a member and get that done right away. Very powerful value, very powerful service. But ladies and gentlemen, these are the 2 services I wanted to share with you. Now I'm going to talk about how, if this makes sense to you, it can make dollars for you. And it's all about marketing. It's all about advertising. That is really at the foundation of the opportunity. You see, Legal Shield has two goals. We've been in business since 1972. And our first goal is to sign up every family in North America for the Legal Shield and ID Shield plan. But in order to get to every family in North America, every family needs to know we exist. You see, the problem is that there's no one person that can get to everybody in North America by themselves. There's 350 million people in North America. Right now, we have 4.4 million memberships. Now that creates an opportunity for every single one of us. Why? Because every single one of you know at least 100 people that I don't know. And every one of the 100 people you know, they each know 100 people you don't know. So each one of us is literally a gateway to potentially thousands or hundreds of thousands of people just through our connections. And that's why this can literally be called connection marketing or sphere of influence marketing, word of mouth marketing, whatever you want to call it. We're basically sharing ideas. And basically, when people know what the Legal Shield plan is, they're more apt to get it. You see, that's our biggest challenge. If you don't know something exists, you can't want it. Now, the second goal of Legal Shield is to create more millionaires than any other company. This gets exciting because we have 280 millionaires that we've created just in the last 10 years. And that's only on the first 4 million memberships. How many more millionaires do you think we'll create when we go to 5 million members, 10 million members, 20 million members? We'll create about 1,000 millionaires. And any one of you on this Zoom presentation right now could be one of them. And we'd love to welcome you to that club. This is going to happen with us or without us. Listen, Uber happened without you. Uber never asked your permission. Uber never gave you an opportunity to participate in their business. It happened without you. Netflix happened without you. Legal Shield will also happen without you. But the difference is you have an opportunity to participate right now. So it doesn't have to happen without you. But it will. It'll happen anyway. I'm just saying, this is the exciting part. We can get paid by word of mouth, by just sharing the service. When you share the service with someone, you'll get paid. You can share the opportunity with someone and give them an opportunity to make money too. When they do that, they'll get paid and you'll earn an override. We can earn residual income month after month, year after year, in the life that the membership stays in the books. And we have an opportunity to build a team and earn bonuses along the way. This is the compensation plan. And I'm going to finish up in about 6 or 7 minutes. A brand new associate just getting started is going to earn $66 every time they share this membership with someone. So when you let someone know about the membership and how it works, and they decide to become a member, you're going to earn $66. Well, how do you do that? Because we're not looking for salespeople. That's right. We're looking for people that have a desire to earn some extra money, but you don't have to be a salesperson. You don't have to go out there and get people and go get right memberships. No, you just want to share the information. We have an app that you can basically put someone's name and phone number in there. Actually, you can just download your contacts from your own phone and send them a videotape and send them a video link, and they can watch a video about how the membership works. They can watch a video about the opportunity, or you can simply invite them to watch a presentation just like we're doing right here. You see, you make the invitation, we'll do the presentation, and you'll take home the compensation. Isn't that hot? That's phenomenal. But anytime you get started as a brand new associate, you share this membership, you're gonna earn $66. Look at the top. It says earnings paid daily. That's right. We pay daily through direct deposit. So if you marketed a membership on Monday, you would be paid on Tuesday. Is that exciting? That's immediate gratification. Now the next level is senior associate. And when you become a senior associate, you're gonna now be earning $132. Guess what, guys? There's no quotas. You can never go back down. Once you get to senior associate, you're locked in. You can only get to the next level up. You can never go back down. How do you become a senior associate? 4 members. You write your first 4 memberships. On your 4th one, you automatically get promoted to senior associate. Is that exciting? That is phenomenal. Now, if you did that though, in your first 20 days, if you went from associate to senior associate, in your first 20 days, Legal Shield is also going to pay you a $300 bonus. We call it the Fast Start bonus. That's pretty exciting. Now the next level is manager. You see the money green manager, right guys? When you become a manager in Legal Shield, you're gonna earn $154 every time one person becomes a member of the Legal Shield and ID Shield family plan. That is phenomenal. I mean, think about it this way. If you basically market 10 memberships at the manager level, that's $1,500. 10 memberships a month, that's an extra $1,500 a month. 10 memberships a week, that's an extra $1,500 a week. That's adult money for sure. How do you become a manager? One of 2 ways. You can market 8 personal memberships. So you basically personally market 8 memberships that promote you to manager, or you can sponsor 3 associates to help you market the same 8 memberships. So if you share this with 3 people, we call it me plus 3, and 3 people join you in this business because they want to earn extra money too. Between the memberships they market and the memberships you market, when it totals 8 or $400 in premium, you become a manager. And if you did that, any one of those 2 ways, in your first 6 weeks or just 45 days, you will earn an additional $500 bonus. Let me quickly show you guys an illustration. All you have to do to start is to get started. You don't have to be great. You don't have to have a great deal of time. You don't have to have a great deal of money. You don't have to have a great deal of expertise in this business to do this. All you have to do is start. And what's exciting is you just download the Legal Shield mobile app. Simple enough. You become an associate. It's $99 to become an associate. It's a one-time fee, right? $99. You become a member. You add the Legal Shield and ID Shield plan. And now let's start building your business. Let's basically, on purpose, let's let some folks know about Legal Shield, right? You're going to create a contact list. You see, guys, we already do marketing now. You just don't realize it. When you tell somebody about a movie, right? You tell somebody about a movie you like. They go watch the movie. You just marketed that movie. You tell somebody about a restaurant. Oh, the food was great. The service was phenomenal. I love the atmosphere. You just marketed that restaurant. You tell somebody about a trip you went on, or a cruise, or a vacation package. Man, it was beautiful. The sun, the ship, the food, everything was exciting. You just marketed that trip, cruise, or vacation package. And guess what? You did that with no expectation of compensation. Well, the Legal Shield, we're going to pay you. We're going to pay you for being enthusiastic and sharing this information. So let's just say you shared it with 21 people. You know hundreds, but let's just say you shared it with 21 people and just invited them to take a look. Now, when you become an associate, you're also going to be required to attend a Fast Start training class. It's just a couple of hours, and it's an orientation to help you understand the history of our company, the products, the services, the systems, so that you understand that we are the real deal, and it's absolutely powerful. That's it. Now you got started. You got started. Now let's share this with some folks. If you shared it with 21 people and only 1 out of 7 decided to join you and become an associate just like you, 1 out of 7, that'll be 3 people. That's what we call me plus 3. Me plus 3. So you shared it with 3 people who got started just like you did. Now, when each of these 3 new associates that you sponsored get started, they're each going to become a member of the Legal Shield and ID Shield family plan. That's going to pay you as a new associate $66 each. So 66 times 3, that's $198. That's exciting. But if you did that in your first 20 days, you would be what we call Fast Start qualified. Fast Start qualified. Remember I showed you, get off to a fast start, and you'd be promoted to senior associate, and you would earn a $300 bonus. Now your total income is almost $500. Let me ask you a question, guys. Would you spend $99 to make $500? Absolutely, as long as you knew it was legitimate and you knew exactly what to do. Well, the name of our company is Legal Shield. Can you imagine an illegal legal plan? So legitimate is not a problem. It is real. What exactly do you have to do? I'm showing you right now. I'm laying it all out for you. This is the blueprint to success, at least getting off to a fast start. So that's it, guys. Now, the 3 people you sponsored, they want to have success too. They want to repeat your success. As a matter of fact, they want to earn that bonus. So we're going to help them do that. And when you help someone fast start qualify on your team, and that's where we want to focus our energy, because when you help them fast start qualify, they will earn a $300 bonus. But guess what? Legal Shield will also pay you a $300 matching bonus. What? Yes. Legal Shield will pay them $300, and because you help them and they're on your team, they're going to pay you $300 too for each person that you personally sponsored that fast start qualified. You help a second person fast start qualify, they'll earn $300, and you will earn $300. You help a third person fast start qualify, they'll earn $300, and you will earn $300. Ladies and gentlemen, between the bonuses, the overrides, and what you've already earned, your income is now up over $1,500, close to $1,600. And between you and your 3 associates, you wrote over 8 memberships, did over $400 in premium, and became a new manager in Legal Shield. Remember what I said? If you become a manager in your first 45 days or 6 weeks, you'll also earn that $500 manager bonus. Now your income is up over $2,000. Ladies and gentlemen, this is exciting. And at this point, I will make a personal guarantee to any one of you looking at this for the first time. This is the personal guarantee. If you join us and you work the system exactly as we lay it out, right? You work the system exactly as we lay it out. You just basically learn the business, just share with a few folks, let's just say 21, all right? I will guarantee you $2,000 your first 30 to 45 days in this business, or I will give you your money back personally. And you can still continue the business if you want to, but I doubt that you would, right? Because I'll give you your money back. You would have lost nothing, but all you have to do is follow the system that we give you. Now, after you earn this money, you can do whatever you want, but you just have to follow the system for 45 days. And if you get the success, great, you would have made $2,000 or more. After that, you can do it any way you want, but you'll probably continue to follow the system. And let me tell you why. Because this system just got you the manager and over $2,000. That's exciting. This system, if you repeat this system with the 3 people you sponsored and help them each become a manager, let me show you what can happen. When you help someone on your team become a manager just the way you did, they will earn the same $500 manager bonus. And guess what? Legal Shield will pay you a $500 matching bonus for helping them go manager. You help a second person, they'll earn $500 and you will be paid another $500 manager bonus. You help the third person, they'll earn $500 as a manager bonus and you'll get paid another manager matching bonus. Ladies and gentlemen, between that bonuses and the overrides on the memberships written on your team, you would have earned over $4,000 and you might have done it in 60 to 75 days. Is that exciting? That is huge. So let me just show you the compensation plan one more time. This is the compensation plan I showed you up to the manager level. When you get to manager, you want to help others become a manager. As a matter of fact, when you help 3 people become a manager, you position yourself to become a director in Legal Shield. And now you're earning more money and earning more overrides. Once you become a director, you can now build your business volume and become an executive director, the top of the heap. As an executive director, you will personally earn $300 every time you write 1 membership. You write 10 memberships, that's $3,000. You write 10 memberships a month, that's an extra $3,000 a month just on what you did. You write 10 memberships a week, that's $3,000 a week, right? I mean, that's you know, you're talking about close to $20,000 a month right there just on your personal effort. But look at the overrides. As an executive director, you'll earn a minimum of a $55 override on every membership marketed in your organization. So as you built a team, what do I mean by team? Let's say you built a team of just 30 associates. You don't have to go out there and find 30 associates. You just basically recruit a few. You share with just a few. And then we help those few share it with a few. And then those few share it with a few still. Now you can end up with a team of 30 people. Look at them, they're all smiling. Because when they each write a membership, no matter where they are throughout the United States or Canada, there's no territory restrictions. They just market a membership. There's no advertising on radio, newspaper, TV. They share the membership. They get paid daily. Guess what? When someone on your team writes a membership anywhere, you will get an override paid daily too. That's exciting. Just imagine if that team of 30 people each wrote 1 membership on a part-time and spare time basis. 1 membership a week, not a day, a week. Let's say 5 memberships for the whole month, part-time. Well, that volume would make you an executive director and it would pay you about $8,000 a month. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking over $95,000 a year in personal income to you, and it's passive leveraged income. In other words, you didn't have to work for all of that money. People are basically working for themselves and Legal Shield's paying you overrides based on the production of your team. That's really exciting, guys. So the purpose of me saying all of this is, join us, lock arms with us, join the team. Let us schedule your first private Zoom presentation right away. I want to do exactly what you've seen right here for you personally and a few people that you want to invite onto this Zoom presentation. Guys, this is going to happen with us and without us. We don't have to advertise and participate in corporate America. We can build our own for ourselves and with ourselves in our own communities if we choose to. Let's just get the word out, make people aware of the service and the opportunity. Let's schedule your first private Zoom presentation. With that, let me just share with you that the Success System has created over $650,000 annual income earners, many on a part of spare time basis. We have over 400 6-figure and above annual income earners and over 280 Millionaire Club members. Ladies and gentlemen, we've paid out over $1 billion in earnings to the field in just the last 10 years. This is very exciting. And for those of you that are looking to get started, you're probably asking, what exactly do I have to do, Mr. Malloy, to get my my $99 back? I say 100, but $99 back. Well, this is it.
Bye.
You write one membership, you're going to be paid $66. You write two memberships, you're going to be paid $132. Well, you spent 99, you got back 132, you got all your money back, and you got a profit. Everything you do from this point out is gravy. You like gravy? I like gravy too. And what's phenomenal is if you go out there and wrote one more membership and recruited an associate, that would make you a senior associate. And along the way, you made $198. But this is exciting. The $198 right there was earned by marketing 3 memberships. We don't make money recruiting. We don't make money bringing people into business because this ain't one of them pyramid deals. And any company that basically makes money off the recruiting of people, that might be a pyramid. I don't know, I can't say, but I know this one ain't. And I love that. But I love that about this particular business model. But what's exciting is if you did that and became a senior associate in your first 20 days, you would basically earn that $300 bonus as long as you attended a Fastener training class, and you would have earned almost $500. Really exciting, guys. So with that, as I close out, the action steps are simple. Become a member. Now, you don't have to become an associate. Not everyone's going to do the business, but I recommend that everyone become a member. It's not like a cell phone, guys. You're not locked in. There's no contracts. It's month to month. Anytime you feel like you don't want to keep the membership, you simply can drop the membership. There's no penalties or anything like that. But why do people keep the membership? Because it works. Let me tell you something. If you don't have a last will and testament, get your will done. You know you need it. You know you should have it. It's responsible. It's smart people will do that. Get the will done. Have some documents reviewed. You know, call the attorneys to find out, you know, some things and ask some questions, whatever you want to do. But if you are looking for an opportunity to make some extra money, become an associate. Join us. Let's get you plugged into some training right away online. And our goal in getting you started is to help you get paid and promoted and earn that $300 and $500 bonus in your first 20 to 30 days, like so many of the phenomenal associates within Mr. Walker's organization have already done, right? I mean, you know, ladies and gentlemen, there's some incredible success stories happening right here with the team that you are looking to be a part of. It's very exciting. So with that, guys, I'd like to thank you for your time, your attention, your energy, and just say, look, Uber didn't pay us. Netflix didn't pay us. We're paying them. That's right. We are paying them. How about us returning the thing and basically having an opportunity to get paid on a service that will eventually go out to everybody? Look, some people will think it's not real. We're still going to get paid. Some people will say it sounds too good to be true. We're still going to get paid. But if you joined us, we'd all get paid. But if they don't join us, guess what? We'll still get paid. You know what I think is interesting? People will watch a TV show called Empire and spend an hour doing it, but often won't spend 30 minutes to learn how to build one of their own. Well, that's not you guys. You guys have been here for 45 minutes or so. And what I like to do at this time, I'm going to take down this presentation here, and I'm going to basically go out to a gentleman I have a great deal of respect for. As a matter of fact, let me go out first to Miss Karima Youssef, and then she'll turn it over to the gentleman that has actually put this all together, guys. So I'm just doing the presentation, but I got to tell you that the guy who's running the show, you're going to hear from in just a minute. But let's go out to one of our executive directors. Congratulations, Miss Karima Youssef.
Hi, Mr. Malloy. Thank you so much. Great presentation as always. And it's just truly, truly exciting. And also I'm a bronze executive director. Just joking. But
nobody knows what that means. So that's why I didn't say it.
No problem. But just saying that as a team, what I love about this whole system that you shared is truly just teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work, and it's all about leverage. So Mr. Malloy has been here for 20 years. I've been here for a little over 5 years, and Mr. Walker has, and Dr. McLaren, they definitely have experience in insurance and other things as well. So as they were sharing earlier, and all we did was just plug into this Legal Shield system all together, and we are here having success, making a lot of money, and we're just looking forward to having you join us, because like Mr. Malloy shared, you know, right now as things are opening back up slowly. The bottom line, there's just about 39 million people out there that's, unemployed, or after that timeline runs out, they're really going to be looking for an opportunity. So why not be the one to plant the seed now? So with that, just looking forward to helping you guys build your Legal Shield business, as we're all a team. And Mr. Walker, I pass it back to you.
Okay. Thanks, Ms. Youssef, Mr. Malloy, Dr. McLaren. And I just want to say thanks to all of my associates that are on the call right now. And for those of you that are just looking on this opportunity for the very first time, you have heard it all. There's nothing that I really need to add to it. You heard Dr. McLaren earlier and her passion about this thing. You heard Mr. Malloy giving you a rundown of the business itself, the compensation, and of course, my trainer, or should I say our trainer, Miss Karima Youssef. Miss Youssef, you point and you make a statement a while ago. And in case it missed most of the folks that are listening right now, is that we have roughly almost 40 million people that are basically out of a job right now. And I'm not the one that says it. It's what the financial expert and the government, they are the one that are saying these things. They said this summer, we will have roughly about 50 million people losing their jobs. By next year, this time, we will have roughly about 85 to 100 million people losing their jobs. And one of the questions that I would like to ask those of you that are just tuning in, or even for the associates that are on the line, when that time comes, who you think are the people that are going to lose their job first? You think they are gonna have the Asian, the Caucasian, and the Jews first losing their job or being fired? No, it is going to be the main working class, the frontliners, the blacks and the Hispanic. We are gonna be the one to be out of a job first, and yet we are the consumer. And that's the reason why I'm looking at this business in a very profound way, because you know what happened? Ladies and gentlemen, we have been working, if you have been working for at least 10, 20, 30, or 40 years of your life, after a period of time, your body starts breaking down and you cannot continue to work. So you have to let something work for you, that you can be able to go into retirement and still living the way that you are living now or better. Just imagine you are ready to retire. You cannot work anymore, and you have an income coming in at about $10,000 a month. That's sweet retirement. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are making $10,000 a month, it cannot go back down to $5,000 a month. It can only go higher and higher. That is sweet retirement. And that's all that I want to say to you tonight, because I know that all of this week we have been preaching. It's coming down to the end of the month. And I know a lot of us are going to be working until late tonight and so forth. So for those of you that are on the call, the person that invited you tonight, I'm going to ask you to get in touch with this person tonight or sometime tomorrow, because there's a special promotion that is going on between tonight and tomorrow to close out. And I would really like you guys to be a part of it. So if you are not a member as yet, please get your membership between tonight to tomorrow. If you are not an associate as yet, please become an associate and join. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the winning team. This is the winning team. And next week we will give you more information why I am telling you that is the winning team. You're going to be hearing some, super, super, super kind of crazy information coming up next week, and we want you to be a part of it. We are gonna have a party. We are gonna have a party. They said we are doing social distancing right now, but we are gonna we're gonna find a way to have a party sometime next week, right, Mr. Malloy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you want to be a part of that party, ladies and gentlemen, please join us tonight or tomorrow before the month end. I just want to thank you so much for taking time out to be with us tonight. And please get in touch with the person that invited you to be on the call tonight. So God bless you. Have a wonderful night.
All right. As a matter of fact, Mr. Walker, if you don't mind me adding, I would even go as far as to say is that the person that invited you on tonight, they will reach out to you. So if you're a guest here, the person that invited you on or whatever way you got here will reach out to you. And we just want you to say two things. Number one, what did you like? What did you like about what you saw tonight? And number two, on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your interest level? And 1 is, I ain't interested. And that's okay. We thank you for being here. But 10 is, that guy could have stopped talking 30 minutes ago. Let's lock arms and make some money. It's my time. If it's your time in 2020, let's make it happen. Thank you all. God bless you. Let's make it happen.
God bless you. Amen.